best-selling luxury SUV in America, and for good reason. It provides its occupants with a very comfortable ride in an opulent interior, and not to mention you have Lexus reliability. For the 2016 model year, the RX gets completely redesigned with a completely new face, more interior space, and a more powerful V6 engine. So, let's go ahead and check out this 2016 Lexus RX F-Sport. Now, as far as styling goes on the RX, the first thing you'll most likely notice is the very large spindle grille. And some people love it or hate it, but in my opinion, I love it because it's edgy and it's sharp looking and nothing else looks like it on the road. It's a very stylish mid-size crossover. Now, since we do have the F-Sport, we do get the F-Sport styling cues like the 20-inch aluminum alloy wheels, which are very unique and distinctive looking. Overall, really love the styling of the new RX here. Now here goes the key fob design for the vehicle. You have the Lexus Smart Key, of course. You have your lock, unlock, to release your power tailgate, and then your panic button too. Now it is the Nebula Gray Pearl exterior color with Smart Key access on all 4 doors. And then you also do have a black leather interior. Power driver's seat with power recline and power lumbar as well. Now stepping on inside of the RX here, it's a really nice interior. What you to expect out of a Lexus. It's also very roomy too. Now you do have push button ignition. Just put your foot on the brake and hit the button to start. And what you're hearing there is a revised 3.5 liter V6 engine on the new RX. Now you do have a full leather wrapped steering wheel. Coming to your transmission, you have an 8-speed automatic with manual shiftability. And you can shift it via the paddle shifters. And the paddle shifters come on the F-Sport trim, how we have here. When you put the vehicle into reverse, it tilts down the mirrors and it displays your rear view camera with guidance lines and trajectory. We also do have rear parking sensors, and you also do have a panoramic vision system that is optional on the RX. And I'm going to go ahead and turn on the lights and the hazards. All windows are fully automatic in the RX. Let's go ahead and pop up the hood, check out the engine bay. Heated exterior mirrors with LED turn signal indicators. And you also do have blind spot detection. Coming up front, we have LED headlights with LED daytime running lights. And you also do have LED fog lights below. Now under the hood here we have an updated 3.5 liter V6 engine that produces 295 horsepower at 6,300 RPM and 267 pound-feet of torque at 4,700 RPM, with EPA estimates being 19 in the city and 26 on the highway. But remember, we do have an all-wheel drive model here. Now if you do go for the front-wheel drive model for the RX, you do get decent fuel efficiency of 20 in the city and 28 on the highway. And then there's also an available hybrid which gets way better fuel efficiency. This powertrain does provide a decent amount of power, however, it's still kind of on the slow slide when it comes to acceleration. As far as competitors go for the RX, you have the vehicles in the mid-size luxury SUV class. This includes the likes of the Mercedes GLE, as well as the BMW X5 and the Acura MDX. EPA estimates, like I said, are 19 in the city and 26 on the highway. Total vehicle price is $55,825. Coming to the rear of the vehicle, you have LED taillights. LED turn signals are available. Now, one little special styling detail I love of the new RX is this blacked out C-pillar here. You also find this on some other crossovers nowadays. Of course, all of your basic power necessities, power windows, power door locks, power mirrors. They also do power fold too. Chrome interior door handles and memory seats for 3 people. Very nice. Now, the interior of the new RX is really nice. It's very lavish, very opulent, and you'll find stitching everywhere inside of this vehicle. This is a very high quality interior with great craftsmanship, and it's impeccable in terms of its build quality and materials. You have nice soft touch materials up here on the upper door panel, mid door panel, and the armrest with nice stitching everywhere. And up here on the dashboard, it's not a soft padded material, but the graining of the plastics are really nice. And then you have this nice stitching too. It's slightly padded right here, and then right here you have this nice stitching as well. Overall, this interior is very impressive from Lexus, and I love the F-Sport theme design inside of here. Now, since we do have the F-Sport package for the RX, we do get the F-Sport steering wheel. Love the steering wheel design. It's pretty sporty too, and I love how we get the paddle shifters. Now, coming right here, we have your steering wheel mounted audio controls, of course, Bluetooth phone controls, voice recognition, all of the norm, which you would expect. Then you have your power tilting and telescoping steering wheel. It also is heated. Nice little added luxury touch. Right over here, these controls control your TFT instrument cluster. The gauges are inspired by the Lexus LFA supercar. And you'll find these gauges on all the F-Sport models for Lexus vehicles. Love this TFT instrument cluster here. Coming up here, we also do have your auto dimming rearview mirror with garage home link, and then LED map lights, sunglass container, SOS safety connect up here, and then you have a panoramic sunroof, which is a new feature for 2016. It's about time they get a panoramic sunroof. And then you have a sliding shade. Now, the seats in the RX are still very comfortable. Even in this F-Sport model, the seats are not firm at all. But they do provide a little bit more support in the F-Sport model, and they do hold you in place a little bit better. The side bolstering is exquisite. Thigh support is excellent too. And these seats are still very plush and buttery soft. Love the seats in the RX. Very impressed. Coming down here, we do have a little storage cubby, and then you will find a 12-volt power outlet. I love this aluminum trim, very stylish. And then you have your electronic parking brake right here, heated and ventilated front seats, 3-stage, and then they are automatic too, which is pretty cool. And then you have your dual cup holders, of course. This right here controls your infotainment system, which I'll get to in just a second. And then right here you have your different driver selectable modes. Coming right here you have your center console. And then down there is where you'll find 2 USB charging ports, a 12-volt power outlet too. It's nice and stitched and soft touch. Now, coming to the climate controls, Lexus kept it a very simple and clean looking layout here. We do have dual zone automatic climate control. Here's your temperatures right here. No touch sensitive buttons, which is nice. And then you have your front window defroster, rear window defroster, and your heated exterior side mirrors, and then your fan speeds, and then you have your different zones right here. Very simple and easy to use. Now, the multimedia interface and infotainment system we have here is the Lexus N-Form system. Now, we have a new 12.3-inch screen. That is a very large screen. And the interface has been redesigned too. Now basically this system is all controlled by the mouse-like controller down here and then the buttons surrounding it. Now on the left right here we have your main menu. Now coming to the destination, you can enter in your destination by address, points of interest, or by voice, of course. And then you have your destination assist, which you can call a live person and then they'll give you directions. And you have your previous destinations too. Now to click on what you want on this system here, you have to push down on the mouse, or you can push it on the enter button right here. Pretty cool there. This system is a little finicky to use at times. It's not the most user-friendly interface, but the graphics and the rendering have greatly improved. It's more up to date now. Coming to your radio, your different media sources do include AM, FM, XM satellite radio with HD radio, your CD player, which a lot of vehicles are dropping nowadays, and then you have your USB port with iPod integration, and then your auxiliary input too. I love how they have a back button though. That helps out quite a lot. What I do miss on the Lexus Inform system is the haptic feedback. Now coming to your phone, you can hook up your Bluetooth phone, have all of your contacts start on here, and then view your call history, have an integrated dial pad, all that good stuff. We have your Lexus app suite, and you can access various apps such as Pandora, iHeartRadio through your smartphone, your data connection. Coming to info on the side right here, gives you your fuel consumption data, gives you a little bar graph, gives you your fuel range too, traffic incidents, gives you an event list, and then you have your live weather. You can view the current weather. Then you have your Lexus Insider, any news for Lexus, and then your vehicle alert history too. Very nice. Let's get to the map here. Now the map quality is okay. The graphics and the rendering are pretty good. However, the system's getting a little dated in its appearance. Don't expect to find anything like 3D rendering of buildings. This was kind of more impressive back in like 2012, 2011. But it gives you live traffic, gives you your points of interest too. But it's pretty simple and easy to use, and that's the most important thing. It does what it needs to do with minimal fuss. But the map quality is okay. I do like BMW's, Audi's, and Mercedes map a little bit better. It's just has a little bit more spice to it with the 3D rendering of buildings and the Google Earth-like map. Coming to setup right here, you could change anything from your language, the clock, the button color, keyboard layout, pointer sound if you want that on or off. Then you have your voice settings. Let's go ahead and test out the voice recognition in a second. You can change the voice volume.
Please say a category name.
Music.
Music. Please say a music command.
Cancel.
Cancel.
Overall,
Voice recognition has been canceled.
Overall, this voice recognition system works pretty well, and it picks up your voice pretty well too. Now coming to climate, you could control your climate from here if you don't want to do it by the buttons down here, which is pretty nice. So overall, the Lexus Inform system, the redesigned interface is okay. However, this system can be finicky to use at times. It's not the most user-friendly interface in the business, and it can take some time to get used to. However, I love the new 12.3-inch screen, and it's certainly a thing that you can brag to your friends. Now, as far as visibility goes on the RX, visibility is okay. Seeing out of the front windows is excellent, and the A-pillars are really thin. And then seeing out of the windshield is pretty good too. But when you get to rearward visibility, it's kind of hard to see out of the rear, since you have a pretty thick C-pillar back there and a little small rear window. But at least we do have blind spot detection on this vehicle. Now the gauges on the RX are quite nice, I love them, and like I said, they're inspired by the LFA supercar. Now in the center right here we have your tachometer, and then you have your digital speedometer too. It shows you what gear you're in, and then what driver mode you're in too. Right now we're in eco mode. Now coming over here, basically this is like your little information center, and it kind of looks like Toyota's too, like what you would find on the Camry or Toyota Sienna. But coming to information, it shows you your current MPG, your fuel range. You have your little eco indicator too. And then you have your tire pressure monitoring, all that good stuff. Shows you your units if you're in kilometers or miles per hour. Coming right here, you have your integrated compass, and then you have turn-by-turn directions for your navigation system. And then you have your radio, and then it shows you what radio station is playing or what song is playing. Pretty cool there. You could change your media source from here too. And it shows you if your adaptive cruise control is on or off. And then you have your settings if you want the blind spot detection on or off, or the parking assist, any other vehicle settings that you want to change, like the TPMS, scheduled maintenance, and oil maintenance too. Overall, I love this little information center, and I really love the gauges. They're very stylish. And then right here you have your fuel gauge and then your coolant temperature. Now I really love these little LED white lights that light up in the footwell area right here. And then I love the aluminum pedals that we get on the F-Sport trim too. Now another added luxury touch, a nice one, is this little analog clock. It gives it a more elegant and classy feel inside of here. We also do have rain sensing intermittent windshield wipers, and the RX has a whopping 10 airbags inside of the vehicle. Lots of airbags. Now as far as the way the RX drives, now with this generation RX, Lexus really wanted to make the vehicle more engaging to drive, and they succeeded with this F-Sport model. It has a decent balance between good ride comfort and good handling. Now what's not very impressive is this 3.5 liter V6 engine. If they want to make the RX really sporty and engaging to drive, they need to have a more powerful powertrain. However, this V6 engine still provides decent amounts of power, but the acceleration is a little slow at times. And the automatic transmission is pretty responsive in this vehicle. Now the ride comfort is really nice, and the F-Sport model has a decent balance between good ride comfort and good handling. The ride quality is very smooth, buttery-like, and even in this F-Sport model here, you barely feel a bump in the road. Now you do have different driver selectable modes. Your different modes do include an eco mode, a normal mode, and a sport mode. Now it also shows you up on the screen what mode you're in, and then it shows you in the gauge too. Now the eco mode is certainly the most fuel efficient setting if you want to save fuel a little bit, and it changes the throttle response a little bit too. And then your normal mode is just kind of your everyday mode. Coming to sport mode here, also changes the tachometer in white and then shows you up on the screen as well. And that firms up things a little bit. It tightens up the steering and the ride quality just a tad. And the throttle response, it's a lot more responsive when you put your foot down on the accelerator. But overall, these different driver modes are very effective, unlike in some vehicles where it can be just a gimmick. Alright, and let's go ahead and shut down the RX. Let's go ahead and check out the rest of the vehicle. Build quality and materials do follow through in the rear. It's still excellent back here. Now these second row seats do recline manually, which is a nice feature to have. However, one thing that the RX lacks is a third row seat. Some of its competitors do offer third row seating. Now, since the RX does have a longer wheelbase this time around, we do get more rear seat legroom. And it's very comfortable back here. There's lots of legroom, lots of headroom back here. You will find dual map pockets, rear air vents, a 12-volt power outlet, and a little storage cubby down there. Heated second row seats are available. And then you also do have cup holders, and then a little storage cubby. The seats themselves are just as comfortable as the first row seats, and a lot of vehicles do not do that. They're still very plush back here, and they still offer a great amount of thigh support. So even though you don't have third row seating available, you do get a really comfortable back seat, which is nice. A rear seat entertainment system is also available too, and you do have LED lights back here. Alright. Now you do have a power tailgate, and it is hands-free. Now cargo capacity in the RX is kind of small. It is a little smaller than some of its competitors. But to fold down the rear seat, just pull on these levers right here. It's fairly easy to do. You have a first aid kit back here. And when you fold the rear seats down, it does give you a decent amount of cargo space. You also do have your cargo cover right here too. Full powered passenger seat with power recline and power lumbar. Glove box compartment, nice and damp, and lined with felt too. You also do have a little storage cubby right here. So the 2016 Lexus RX is somewhat more engaging to drive, but it's also roomier, more comfortable, and more luxurious, and more up-to-date in its styling inside and out. However, if you are looking for a sporty mid-size luxury crossover, there are some other competitors to consider. But the Lexus RX certainly moves back to the top of the class in the mid-size luxury crossover SUV segment.